All right. Hello again and welcome back to the HollyDudes Podcast. I'm Steve.
I'm Tim.
We've got a whole bunch of movies and nobody made any money except for Predator Badlands. So
yeah.
That's the box office for you guys this week. Hell yeah. Very exciting times.
Turns out we were the prey.
You know?
Yeah.
Exactly. Actually, you want to talk about that thing first?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I would rather talk about that first.
Yeah.
All right. So we both saw Predator Badlands. We'll start it out with something we both can talk about.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's something we both really enjoyed because it was such, the action in it was great.
The action was fine.
Right?
Fine. It was completely weightless in the first fight scene.
Oh, come on.
But
yeah, I did get some Black Panther underground fight from that.
It was I'll give it was
out.
Better than Black Panther 1's fight at the end. But it was like the same thing.
Yeah. Very dark, but again, it made up for it later. I really liked it. The movie follows Deck, who's a young predator. You don't want to say child predator.
I don't know
enough
if
of those
child.
in the world. He's adolescent predator. So he's got to earn his way into the clan. And so to do that, he has to hunt a creature on any given planet. And
do you remember what the name of this planet was?
The fucking Australia planet, where everything wants to kill you.
Essentially, it was all Australia.
Yeah, it was a planet where even the grass is trying to kill you. So, not a fun planet to live on. So he battles with his brother at the start, and then the brother gets confronted by the dad, who's like, "Why haven't you killed this little runt yet?"
Which makes sense for their culture, for what we've seen for the rest of the entire franchise.
Right. Which historically has not been the best or most consistent franchise, to say the least.
No, but it followed a general trajectory of lore.
Right. The last three have at least been solid. For me, anyway.
The last three? So
Prey.
Requiem?
What? No. Prey, Killer of Killers, and Badlands.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. You like the Disney Predator movies?
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Disney
boy.
Predator. This one was PG-13. Yes.
Which was,
but it was violent.
I didn't know that until I would literally bought my ticket, and I'm looking at my ticket to figure out what auditorium I'm in, and it says PG-13, and I'm like, oh no.
But it's not because of a lack of violence. I think it's because of just a lack of blood. There's no human blood that you see.
Right.
So even the Elle Fanning in this is a synthetic or android. She's Wayland Yutani. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tim.
I did. I had fun with it. I felt like there was a lot of action. It was a good pace for a movie that was almost 2 hours long. Didn't really feel like it.
So how did he get that shoulder-mounted reptile to fire on command and know exactly where to go?
He gave him some treats.
What kind of time frame did he have to train that thing to
Doesn't really matter. Some nature works in mysterious ways.
So I thought that this was going to be a Predator movie, but then I guess I forgot that it's now owned by Disney, and instead I got Star Wars. So I mean, it's whatever. Okay. The good for me is the world design, fantastic.
Yeah, it was awesome.
The creature animation, fantastic, with the exception of that first fight scene. Because that was just Black Panther.
That was Black Panther. Subway fight.
What was the time skip in the ending?
I don't know,
that literally it felt like I was watching. Okay, we're doing a movie and cut. We just decided, we can't have this 20 minutes. Cut, and she skipped to the final scene.
It worked for me. There's nothing that I feel like would have needed to be added at the end there. did you need another 20 minutes? Did we need a Mickey 17?
I need
where they
at
show
least,
every single character and ramp up everything? No,
I would
we
have
know
liked
it's...
at least a montage of like, okay, we're going here, we're doing this. This thing grows at a rapid pace to explain like the short time expanse. You know, none of that was like. It's just all of a sudden you got an adult Callisk or whatever the hell it's called. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
This was Star Wars with predators. Like, I'm not supposed to feel sympathy for this thing. You know what would happen if I met this thing? It would rip out my spine and skull and keep it as a trophy.
No, you're not worthy prey.
Well, thanks, Tim. But still, like, I'm not, like, I don't sympathize with this thing. This thing doesn't care. No.
Well, that's why this one was going to be killed. Dad's like, hey,
because he's weak.
Get rid of it. It's weak.
I, as a firm believer in Darwinism, I think that he should have been killed. Preserve the natural way. Who knows what horrible ecological shifts this hybrid mutant thing will cause? You know, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows?
You found a family. That's what matters.
Well, yeah. I mean, directed by Dan Trachtenberg. It was fine until it wasn't for me.
Yeah.
You know,
10 Cloverfield Lane-ish?
Yeah. It was fine until it wasn't. Which I should have known that again. Like I should have looked into this probably a little bit more to have like a better idea of what I was getting myself into. But I just thought I'll just go be entertained. Why not?
And it was entertaining.
I guess
it was. It was
you know?
Beautiful to look at. Lots of action.
Completely throws the lore of the universe just out the window and says, you know what, we're doing the Disney thing, man. This is going to be a franchise. We're making a giant collab.
Yeah.
We're going to make billions of dollars and you can't stop us because we're the House of Mouse.
I think it's setting up... so if you saw Killer of Killers, you'll know at the end that there was sort of a convergence of all the heroes from that movie. I think this is setting up.
Yeah, we're gonna do Avengers.
Yeah.
They're gonna do Avengers with the Predator and Alien franchises.
Yeah. And these are like the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Well, they weren't making any money in the Marvel Avengers, so why don't we do it with the Predator Alien universe?
Why not?
You know, it's 2025, man.
Yeah.
I just, why does everything have to be this? I don't understand.
Box office. How many original
Nobody
movies?
made any money. That's why we skipped the box office.
Movies?
They didn't make any money.
Yeah.
I know. But it just it doesn't work for me, man. I wanted to like this more. Like when I walked out of the theater, I was like, yeah, you know what? That was fine. I enjoyed that. But then like I think about it in relation to the rest of the franchise and I hate it.
See, I'm not the biggest fan of the franchise to begin with.
See, I love Predator.
I feel like the first one's great.
Yeah.
After that, just sort of nosedives, you know. With the AVP series
I do
of
like
it,
AVP 1.
The first one?
Yeah.
Just out of sheer...
nostalgia is fun.
Wildness?
I remember, like, when that thing came out when I was a kid, I was like, oh, yeah, Predator versus Aliens. Cool, we're going to see some Predators.
Out, Freddy vs. Jason was around the same time.
Yeah. It was PG-13. Cool, great. I can see it. And I remember renting that over and over again and watching it and playing my my Game Boy with probably, like, at that time, probably Pokemon Ruby or Sapphire or Emerald.
Yeah.
And, having a good time.
Games you're still playing.
Games I still play to this day. I'm currently working on an Emerald one right now. Yeah. So, I feel like I should have enjoyed this more than I did, but I hate that it just felt like another Disney commodified project. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
I felt like I was watching a teaser for The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Especially with the baby Callisk.
Yeah, I actually saw my first trailer for The Mandalorian and Grogu at the opening of this thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd seen it, I think it was the previous week I saw it. Or no, the week before, because I didn't see any. It was before Begonia. I saw the trailer for Mandalorian.
Death of cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
It's over.
They're going to start replaying the Roses trailer before every movie.
Dude. Ay.
Well, you know what trailer I really hate? Ella McKay.
Yeah. Yes. Ella McKay is so annoying.
Whoever decided that having like 30 seconds of people screaming would be a good like marketing technique
I think
and
it
have
probably
me
works
drawn
for their
into the
target
theater.
audience, which is like liberal women that just want to scream. Like, I'm pretty sure it's going to work for that target audience.
Yeah, we'll see what the box office looks like for that.
Yep.
I don't think it's making shit. I think that movie will make like $2 million.
It's going to be a bunch of frazzled 30 and 40-year-old women in there who are like, yeah, it's so hard being a woman. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to get.
Yeah, I hate that fucking trailer. I hate that fucking trailer.
I did see a trailer that I wanted to talk to you about. Predator Badlands was fine. Stream it, see it in the movie, skip it, any of that?
I'd say see it in theaters.
I'd say stream it.
The visuals, I liked it.
If you care about the Predator franchise, you're probably going to hate this thing. If you don't care, you're probably going to have a really good time. Like, this is a fine movie that, like, if you don't care about the original movies, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know? But back to exciting trailers. Yeah.
Exciting trailers.
I did see a trailer for the Bone Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks interesting.
The, 28 years later trailer, hands down one of the best trailers.
Yeah.
Like, in the last 5 years. Like, one of the best I've seen. And the movie was just sort of not good. You know, it had its moments, but at the end of the day,
I still
was
haven't seen it.
What the fuck did I watch?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I wanted to see it. I'm waiting for it to like come out and be free on streaming, but like, I'm not.
Yeah,
paying
you're
money
gonna
for
have
this
to
fucking
wait
thing.
until after Bone Temple for that.
Yeah. I'm not paying money to see this movie.
Yeah.
I've seen all the like interesting parts on the internet already, so you know.
You saw Samson's dick?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's the interesting part.
But I thought the trailer for Bone Temple looks really good. I'm still terrified of Nia DaCosta.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna find a way to make this horrible, aren't you?
So I don't know if you could judge her based on the Marvels, just because of how Disney treats their properties and how little control the directors actually have over it.
I don't know, but the Russo brothers' properties were awesome.
Yeah, but they were also given a little more leeway in their projects.
True.
I'm sure that one of the first-time directors was not given nearly as much creative control
Same
over
leash
this
as a
property.
Favreau or a Russo.
Yes.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. But God, was it awful. So,
yeah,
I'm scared. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
We'll have to see. It comes out in January, so we're not too far away.
We're not. We're only a couple months away. Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
It's almost 2026. It's gonna be time for the end of the year wrap up here coming up in a few weeks.
What a fucking year!
What a year!
What a year!
Oh, man, I feel like it's only gonna get worse too.
Don't
Like
say
this
that.
was like
Don't say
this
that.
was year one.
Yeah.
There's 3 more years. the third is an election year, so
It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild.
Oh yeah, man, it's gonna get so hot. Oh boy, yeah, yikes. But man, there was something else really cool that I saw for a trailer at the theater starring Dylan O'Brien and some other girl, and they get stuck on a beach. Did you see that?
The fuck is Dylan O'Brien?
Oh, Dylan O'Brien? Oh, dude, he's the guy from
Who's
like
Dylan
fucking The Maze Runner, and he's in Teen Wolf, and he's in Cato Lake. He's in Anniversary, the best thing that I saw that
I've never heard of
next.
any of these things.
Oh, dude, Dylan O'Brien. Dylan O'Brien's awesome. Yeah, what is this? There was a movie with these two.
Dylan O'Brien's stuck on a beach.
Yeah, him and some girl get stuck on a.
I did see that where he's
beach.
her boss.
Yeah, and he's like a piece
and
of
they're
shit.
in a private jet, and then she's like, "I'm your boss now."
Yeah.
It looks like shit, dude.
What?
Looks like shit.
What?
Looks like shit.
Dude, oh man, you suck. Dylan O'Brien's great. Dylan O'Brien's great. See, if you had seen more Dylan O'Brien projects, I feel like you would be more excited about this, because he's awesome. Yeah, he's great. He plays Styles in Teen Wolf. He's like the human character. Because by the end of Teen Wolf, everybody turns into something. Except for him. with like the exception of like season 2, where he is nougat tonight, but that's a whole other whatever. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, Dylan O'Brien, awesome. I wish I knew what the title of this movie was, though.
I think it's Castaway.
Castaway? It pretty much looks like Angry Castaway.
Yeah.
Send Help. That's
Help.
what it is. Yeah, Send Help looks pretty cool. I think it looks like fun because I know the acting capabilities of Dylan O'Brien, so...
Doesn't look like he's going to be doing too much in this. Looks like he's going to be, like, paralyzed or some shit.
Yeah, he's going to be taken out of it pretty soon, but, should be interesting. We'll see. But yeah, Dylan O'Brien was one of the... well, I'll get into it. He's a main character, right? In Anniversary,
okay.
Right? So I saw Anniversary a couple weeks ago. This thing dropped like a hot rock out of theaters.
I never even I never saw any trailers for it. I never heard about it.
Nothing. We're going to let Tim watch the trailer and we'll be right back. What did you think of the trailer, Tim?
I thought it was interesting. I thought it looked pretty tense. Looked like a lot of family drama going on there.
I don't think the trailer lays out the full scope of like what this actually is.
Good.
Good.
Because I thought it might have been laying out too much. I'm like, maybe I don't need to see all this.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. But I'm going to lay it out for you in my spoiler review.
Great.
So, Anniversary. So, I'll say my takeaway from us watching the trailer just now was maybe it wasn't the best movie that I saw, but because honestly most of the performances are straight butt. But,
you got Zoe Deutsch in there, man.
Yeah, not great. Not great. So, Anniversary. For those of you like Tim who've never heard of this thing, which I assume is like 99.99% of everyone, because this thing literally came and went like a fart in the wind. Anniversary is a family/dystopian political thriller that stars Diane Lane, Kyle Chandler, and Phoebe Dennerbert. It's kind of a big ensemble piece because there's the Taylor family, with which Diane Lane and Kyle Chandler are the parents, and then you've got the eldest daughter played by Madeline Brewer, the middle daughter played by Zoe Deutsch, and the youngest daughter played by McKenna Grace, and then the black sheep of the Taylor family is the son Josh, played by Dylan O'Brien, and then his new girlfriend is played by Phoebe Dennerbert.
Yeah.
And her character's name is Elizabeth Nettles. She's the only person I could remember really out of this whole thing anyway. Not based off of her performance, just that she is kind of the catalyst, the inciting incident of the story here. So this story is told in several kind of like scenes, and each one is like a kind of a family gathering.
Got it.
So the first
one... So it's a succession.
Yeah.
Where every single scene involves the whole family getting together?
Pretty much. Yeah. Why is everybody together in this episode? Great.
Don't they work?
Yeah. This totally could have been like a 6-part miniseries on HBO.
Okay.
I think possibly at some point maybe this might have been envisioned as a 6-part miniseries on HBO, and they said, we're not doing that. Make it into a movie and... we'll dump it out for a few days. Few days, the worst time of the year to have
400 theaters.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. But I did get a chance to see it, so that's cool.
There you go.
Thank you, Roxy. Appreciate you. You're like the only people showing this thing. So first sequence is I think it's like the parents' like 20th or 21st wedding anniversary, something like that, right? So everybody's together. You got Diane Lane, who is like a liberal professor at Georgetown. You got Paul Chandler, who is like he's like a head chef, restaurant owner.
Okay.
Madeline Brewer, oldest daughter, Anna. She is like an Amy Schumer, or like I don't know, like a feminist comedian. Yeah. She's like a feminist comedian. Then Zoe Deutsch, she's like an environmental attorney with her husband Rob, and then McKenna Grace is Birdie, and like dude, she's like a weird kid. bro. Like, she's got...
Her name is Birdie.
She literally, like, she's this weird weirdo who wears, like, stickers and glitter on her face, doesn't really talk, and just plays with viruses in the laboratory in her bedroom. Like, dude, she's like, okay, spoiler alert, this girl, like, if you ever met this girl, you're like, you're a domestic terrorist, and maybe we should, look into this, So, they show up at this wedding anniversary, and Josh comes with his new girlfriend, Elizabeth Nettles, played by Phoebe Denver. So everything is like kind of going okay, but everybody's like kind of side-eyeing the new girlfriend. Everybody like puts Josh down constantly too, because he's like the black sheep. He sucks. Like, Josh, you're a loser. You suck.
Jesus, man.
And so Elizabeth tries to like be nice, but the mom, Diane Lane, she was her teacher at one point, and apparently those two clashed over an essay that Elizabeth wrote called "The Change," which basically called for like a one-party system in the United States. And this, liberal professor obviously did not like that, right? So they had a big clash about it, and Elizabeth ended up having to like leave Georgetown and all this,
Over the paper?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously, like, Diane Lane is like, she's... So here's the thing, right? Like,
yeah,
I think you're supposed to be rooting for the Taylors, right? You cannot root for the Taylors.
Kind of
like,
pieces of shit.
Everybody but Kyle Chandler is a piece of shit, right? From the domestic terrorist kid to the evil fucking Karen mom, right?
Yeah.
Like, all of them suck. The sisters are mean as fuck. Like, all they do is shit on Josh, and they shit on Elizabeth and are mean to her the whole time. So it kind of sets the stage, right? Yeah. Like, all these people suck. And poor Kyle Chandler is, like, probably obviously the best performance in this entire thing. He has a sequence in the beginning of the third act of the film that I'm sure will make its way around TikTok and all that sort of stuff. Like, it's a fantastic scene. He's great. Really carries a lot of the dramatic moments of this movie, but he's just trying to like be a good person and hold the family together and just generally do the right thing regardless of whose political party is where, right? So that's scene one, right? Everything is not working. So you get to the second scene, and guess what? Elizabeth has published her book, The Change, and people like this motherfucker.
Oh, God.
So now she's, like, wealthy and famous, and Josh now has, a wealthy and famous wife, and so it's like, well, okay, we're here. And now the tension starts, and everybody's mad about it because the family's like, oh, this is disgusting. Like, how could you write this? How could you say these things? Like,
Still invited to the anniversary dinner.
Still coming to the dinner, right? And so obviously, none of that works out, and everybody's mad and all that shit. And I think it's by like the third event. So, mean, lesbian, evil comedian girl Anna has fucking disappeared. She's been disappeared. She's gone. She's vanished. Nobody knows where she is. The government's looking for her, but she's gone. She gets like attacked on stage. She's gone. Everybody's kind of like still clashing and all that sort of stuff. Now we have the middle daughter and her husband. Like, they kind of like don't really get along, and she's just like generally a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, to everybody, to him, to pretty much everyone. Then they're at a party, and he, the husband, Rob, announces, like, hey, you know what, we're going to have a baby. And she's like, oh, well, it's a little soon to be saying that, blah, 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 blah. And then they get in their car to leave, and she's like, yeah, I aborted your baby, like, a week and a half ago, and I just haven't told you yet. And so obviously that's the end of their fucking marriage, dude. Oh yeah, damn. So he's livid because like he's of the opinion like, well, no, that's my baby. Like, what the fuck? Like, that was my life and my future that you just killed. So so those two split up, and then after which point, because she's just not a viable person, she fucking turns into like a comatose drug zombie. In then the following sequence. Meanwhile, Birdie has been getting more and more radical with her weird, like, Asian boyfriend guy, Moses, who's also, like, sketchy and doesn't talk to people. And they've been doing, like, political terrorisms and stuff. And, going around and blowing stuff up and start protests and all that. And obviously Elizabeth and Josh are now very powerful because the government has, the nation has become this one-party system, And, so in the end, it's all falling apart, right? Obviously Ellen's not at Georgetown anymore because they're fuck those kind of people.
Right.
Paul loses his restaurant.
Damn.
Zoe Deutsch lost her marriage. Anna's missing. All this is going on, right? So they get to the final thing, is the 29th wedding anniversary. And at which point, Josh Dylan O'Brien has become a monster. Yeah. Right, he's from being the shit on little loser to he's abusing Elizabeth and he's just a megalomaniac at this point, right? She tries going to Diane Lane for help, and Diane Lane's fuck you, bitch, don't care, you did this for my family, and so they're here. A clown shows up at this fucking thing and is just dancing around, and it just shows up and everybody's like, oh, I didn't order a clown, but okay, right, they're here. Great.
Fucking fed?
No, it's fucking it's the sister that's on the run. Yeah, she decides I'm going to show up at this fucking party as a clown. Right, So she's in the house trying to find her sisters and get a hold of them. She runs into the drug-addled one and she's like, well, I don't know where Birdie is. Everybody starts getting a notification on their phone. They all run into the fucking house. Birdie just blew herself up in fucking D.C. with some kind of bioweapon.
Oh, sick.
That's on the fucking news. So, great, all the guests leave, and fucking, the parents are crying, and stupid fucking clown fugitive girl decides, you know what, this is the moment to, show myself and fucking, console my parents. And meanwhile, Josh and Elizabeth are right there, so Josh... the good little Nazi, fucking, he goes in the kitchen, calls the authorities, tells them that she's here, and the drug girl goes up behind him and stabs him, and then she walks outside as the cops get there, and she fucking gets herself killed by the police, and then the police come in, and they arrest everybody, and they, they'll put bags over their head, and they're gonna just,
disappear them.
Disappear them.
They're gonna disappear them.
And, Dylan O'Brien tries to be well, you know what, these people are my parents, so can you just keep them together? And the Gestapo people are get fucked, and they beat the shit out of him. And then Elizabeth comes down the stairs, and they're ma'am, what would you like us to do with him? And she's take him with them, and fucking that's it. And then she looks in a broken mirror, and then the movie ends.
All right.
Yeah. But all these people suck. The only I feel bad.
I was gonna say you
Kyle
felt
Chandler.
they were trying to make you feel bad for the
Taylors.
The Taylors?
Well, yeah, because Paul has this
Why?
so the scene with Paul. So before the final scene, right? So they get a dog. They find it when Anna disappears. They find a dog in her apartment. So they bring the dog home.
Yeah.
But they won't name Diane Lane refuses to name the dog because that would be moving on and accepting that Anna's gone. So that. Kyle Chandler eventually is
name that fucking
years.
dog. I have so many great dog names. Are you kidding me?
So, eventually, it's all falling apart. It's been years since they've seen Anna, and Kyle Chandler just has this fucking breakdown, and he's name the dog, name the dog, name the dog, name the dog, name the dog. And he just freaking out, and it's great. But it goes on for a while, right? It just has this whole breakdown, and it's quiet and still, other than him just screaming at her to name this dog, And
what does she name the dog?
They don't ever name the dog.
Oh, come on. Come on. The dog's gotta have
Then
a
it's
name.
the next scene, and Dylan O'Brien's making them dance in front of his guests.
And they're where's
They just
Wolfie?
call it dog.
They just keep calling it, fuck that. You know what? If you're watching this at home and you have a dog who needs a name, a cat who needs a name, hamster, fish, whatever, send it in. We'll name
honestly,
your pet for you.
I see why we had that over there.
We will name your pet for you.
Yeah, I'm sure we can come up with a pretty good name.
Oh, I
thought this movie was fine. It is held up by, I have it right in front of me. Kyle Chandler and Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Dylan O'Brien plays evil very well. he does a thing very similar to this in like season 2 or 3 of Teen Wolf, where he like has an alternate personality kind of, and one of them's evil and one of them's like the meek kind of good guy, weak guy, sort of thing. And he does this. He's done this before, and so his like arc through this is fun to watch as he just becomes more and more just
radical,
but like, well, it's not even necessarily radical that he like believes in any of it. It's more just him exerting the fact that he now has power over all these people who shit on him for his entire life.
Sometimes it happens. It happens.
The problem too is like, if you really want me to feel bad about it, like you should maybe explain what kind of horrible like thing that this is for your country, because it's not. They're obviously not discriminating by sexual preference. They're not discriminating by race or gender. Like, they don't seem to be discriminating by religion. So what is the thing? Like, if you're still a registered Democrat or a registered Republican, then you're going in the gulag? Like, I don't know. Like, it's never explained. They don't explain what the ideology is. It's just, it's a one-party system. Everybody's a centrist. And if you're a radical, then we put you in the gulag.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most of our politicians work for the same lobbyists. Anyway,
well, they do.
So
yeah.
Is it really that different from what we're experiencing currently?
And that's where it's like, so what are we doing?
Yeah. Oh no, they're gonna send billions to another country now.
I guess.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh no! Not my tax dollars.
Right. Right.
Come on. Give me a fucking break.
I don't really know why we're supposed to like I had a really hard time watching this and like feeling bad for the Taylors. Like the whole time I'm like, well, yeah, fuck these people, dude. Like, all of them are just causing trouble and just being dickheads. And so like, if you would just conform, goddammit, everything would be fine.
Yeah.
But no, we're like,
put on that armband.
It's like, you don't want to be like part of what for all that they show you is a positive change. So maybe you should go to the gulag. I don't know, man. But it was entertaining. I enjoyed watching these shitty people get sent to the gulag. So it was fine.
Yeah.
I see why it got dropped, because again, you're watching this and it's like, I don't care about your like protagonists and all. They're all shitty bad people. Like, no, like that's the thing, is other than Kyle Chandler, none of them have redeeming characteristics.
See, I'm surprised they didn't like include a line to be like, yeah, Kyle Chandler, he cheats on his wife, on his taxes, tests, he cheats. Like that's normally that's all they would have to do to be like, you should dislike him too. Like
I'm struggling with the moral reading of this movie. Is this some kind of like exercise in empathy, where I'm like supposed to, yes, these are bad people, but we care about this particular system? Or is it supposed to be something where it's like, yes, 7 of these 8 people are horrible, and so, but one of them is a good person, so like, do you sacrifice the one for the good of the many? Like, I don't know. I don't know what the moral message was of this thing, but it was a lot of fun to watch it.
That's good.
So check it out on streaming.
Yeah,
for free. Don't pay money for this. don't do that. Check it out for free. And,
put on that pirate hat and eye patch and
yeah. If anybody who is watching this far into the episode has actually seen this movie, please let me know in the comments. Like, I haven't met anybody else who's seen this movie.
I'm curious what the box office for this
was. It was like $300,000.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it didn't make any money. It sucked. Yeah, this thing's... It didn't make any money, but hopefully it finds a life on, like an HBO Max or an Amazon Prime, or an Apple TV. I'd watch this on Apple TV. They're hurting for products anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they don't have anything between Severance and
Pluribus.
The next season of Severance. Oh, Pluribus is on Apple TV?
Isn't it Apple TV? It is.
I was sailing.
You corsair.
I was sailing. Think I'm paying for media these days? You're wrong.
Pretty sure it's on Apple TV. But yeah, so yeah, see it on streaming. Check out Anniversary. It was a good time. So that was Anniversary. That was Predator. Now, what would you like to talk about, Tim?
What else did we see? Well, let's talk about another bomb. We got Christy.
Oh man, I could talk about Christy again. So, if you haven't seen Just the Tip, Christy is I'm gonna fuck this up.
Biopic?
It's a biopic, but it's like I suck at this word. Dramatization.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know why, man. I can't say that. but yeah, it is a dramatization of a biopic on Christy Martin.
Okay.
Right? So like some of it's not necessarily like
following
true or but it gets the main points out.
It's close enough.
It's close. It's one of those where it's close enough, Which I will say, Sydney Sweeney actually did a really good job at bulking up and looking the part for this role.
Everyone talks about her movies not being good and because of she's not a good actress then and shit like that. It's like
I think she's kind of mid,
but she's not awful.
No, she's not Dakota
Johnson.
Johnson.
Americana. We saw she's fine enough.
Fine enough.
Yeah.
You're doing the wholesome girl thing alongside Paul Walter Hauser as the noble hero.
Paul Walter Hauser is going to wipe the floor with any actor on screen.
Right? Like, who do you put him up against,
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's fine in Americana. Everyone's horrible in Madam Web, so that's like a moot factor.
Right.
Nothing was redeemable about that. So, and I thought she's great in this, and she's amazing in Euphoria.
Never seen it.
She's really good in Euphoria.
Never seen it.
I won't recommend seeing Euphoria because I think it's bad leftist art that kind of maybe encourages some moral degradation in society. But but I don't know. There's teenagers having sex and using drugs and
teenagers can't do that.
Yeah, but you shouldn't show them. You shouldn't show I don't know. I am of the opinion that if you are depicting people who are under the age of consent, they should not be naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I don't know. Maybe that's my moral, level there, right? So, I don't know.
Shouldn't be sexualizing them.
Right. Well, it is, acceptable that, to depict the idea, the concept, right?
Yeah.
Maybe not,
appropriate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yep.
Anyway, Sydney Sweeney can act, and I think she's one where it's dude, she's very young, and she's just getting into...
She's got a lot to go.
There's a long career ahead of her, right? So, let's give this a minute before we jump to conclusions. And everybody's mad about a goddamn jeans ad, dude. This is how stupid. This is how stupid society is going. This is why I have no faith in society.
Is there actual outrage about it? Because I've seen more articles complaining about outrage than actual outrage about it.
I don't know, man.
I haven't seen anyone genuinely upset about it.
About that, then people are whinging about the interview about her not denying white supremacy.
I don't even see whinging about that
interview, and I'm
yeah,
I don't know, man.
I'm of the mind that all of this is generated.
Well, you got Ruby Rose with her statement
Who the fuck cares about Ruby Rose, man?
That's the thing.
About
Who
Ruby
gives
Rose?
a fuck what she has to say? But she did blow up on the internet for 24 hours with her whole Sydney Sweeney, you're a cretin and you ruined this movie and
I should have done this. Yeah.
Yeah.
She is a wet sock. She is a fucking. She has zero presence on the screen at all. Just fucking. Why do you think they made her character mute in all the John Wick movies? And that's her
best role too.
Yeah, it's where she doesn't fucking talk.
Work.
Yeah, her sign language is fucking trash.
Whatever, man. Yeah. It's better than Batwoman.
We don't know. We never fucking saw it. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about the Batgirl.
Yeah.
Batwoman. Never saw that.
Yeah.
They used
a
her
fucking CW thing where she hurt her back or whatever. Yeah.
That's where they just put a body kit on a C7 Corvette and they're like, there's your Batmobile. Fucking falling apart Corvette. Shit's hilarious.
Oh man. But yeah, so everybody's mad at Sydney Sweeney, but she did a really great job in this movie. I went over kind of a non-spoiler review in my Just the Tip, and this is kind of a biopic, so read the Wikipedia, but
look her up.
Christy Martin is one of the like influential figures in women's boxing. She held multiple titles over her almost 20-year career. 49 wins, 7 losses, 3 draws. Last held the WBC championship title in 2009. Kicked lots of ass, right? This movie, obviously has, some of her fights and the high points of her career there, which is cool, and the fight choreography is pretty well done. But a lot of the focus is on the, like, darker, dramatic points of her life, because she's going to have a little bit of a
outside
tragic,
of the ring.
Yeah. A bit of a tragic upbringing. Like, her mom sucked. Her mom was, like... her mom reminds me of is the lady in pink in the fucking Harry Potter movies. Like the evil bitch and
something with an M, dude.
Yeah. But the one I must not tell lies with the quill. Yeah, she sucks, dude. Yes. Yeah. So her mom is like that lady, and she's Christy. Like growing up, like kind of knows she's a lesbian, right? And she's like, seeing girls. Her mom's like, no, obviously doesn't like that. And kicks her out of West Virginia. So then she,
oh no,
so she ends up doing like tough man fight competitions and gets discovered. And it's then that she's introduced to Jim Martin, in this case played by the incredible Ben Foster, one of the best character actors of our generation.
Yep.
Who becomes her manager, and eventually her husband, and eventually her attempted murderer. And in 2010, Jim Martin he stabs her multiple times and then shoots her and leaves her dead in their house. And then she manages to like get away and like find like a passing car to pick her up, take her to a hospital. Jim Martin gets sentenced to 25 years in prison without parole and dies in 2014?
Oh.
No. It was 2020. I don't know. But either way, fuck that guy. He's very dead. Yeah, that dude can suck a dick. So what's wrong with Jim Martin? Well, he basically like controlled her entire life. He was stealing money from her. He got her. He was like using all these drugs. He was beating her. He would threaten to kill her, and then he did try to kill her. So that guy sucked. But absolutely terrifying in this role.
Yeah.
Like just when you see him like walk into a room, and he's just like in the doorway, it's like, oh no, like
you feel scared.
Stomach drops.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. He is terrifying, man. He is terrifying. Over the past few months, I've had a couple of bouts of sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
And I was sleeping. What was it? Maybe Wednesday night after I saw this, and that was.
You saw Ben Foster.
I did.
Walking.
I literally the black silhouette of Jim Martin staring over me, and it was terrifying. And watching him like brutally assault Christy like is awful, man.
Hard to watch.
It's pretty well done in this movie too, where they don't like they show enough to where you're like sick, but they don't like show it in a way that it's like
gratuitous.
Yeah. Right? Like you don't ever really see like when he's stabbing her and shit, like it's not like you're really watching, like you're seeing like...
Doesn't do an ugly stepsister?
No.
Just body horror?
No, it's like you're seeing his like head and torso and like you know what's happening, but it's like kind of shot over the bed.
You can hear it?
So yeah, and it's awful.
Yeah.
It's awful. And he's just like cold and unfeeling and horrible, and like even when he is like showing emotions, that it's just like a fucking act, it's awful. But then she ends up marrying this girl who she fought a couple of times and who helped train her throughout her career, and they're still married today, and
good for them.
Everything's good. Yeah, hell yeah. But it was a good time. It was a really good time. Sydney Sweeney's good in this thing. Ben Foster's good in this thing. Everybody else, other than the guy who plays Don King, there's some Don King for a little bit, and the guy who plays Don King, I don't.
He overdoes it, or does he underdo it?
He does it like spot on, dude. It's so great.
Oh, really?
It's so great. I'm trying to figure out who played Don. Oh, Chad L. Coleman.
Chad L. Coleman.
Yeah. He is fantastic in this thing.
Only in America.
But yeah. Oh. What? Oh yeah, you know who this guy is. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, he's great. He's from The Wire. He's from The Walking Dead. Yeah, he's awesome.
He's so good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's Don King in this motherfucker. And he's great. He's great. Other than those three people... wow. What a bunch of just walk-ons, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty bad.
Gotta save that budget, right?
You know. But yeah, all in all, I thought this was a really good time. Check it out when it comes to streaming. I'm sure it'll inevitably be on a Netflix or something within the next few months, especially since it did nothing in theaters. It did $3 million.
500,000? I thought it did.
I think
weekend
it's
or something?
3 million.
3 mil?
I think.
I thought it was 500,000. Or no, that was Americana. I thought it did like 1.3.
Let's see here. 1.8.
1.8.
1.8. Well, hey, we met in the middle.
Damn.
But yeah, $1.8 million, didn't make any money. People are mad. People were like, "Oh, haha, Sydney Sweeney movie didn't make any money." It's an indie movie about a lesbian boxer from like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Dude. Like
she
people weren't gonna like rush out to see this anyway. It didn't get advertised.
Right.
Like
I think she's picking projects that interest her instead of just going the...
Well, right, because there's a million offers on the table,
Right.
I'm sure, to like,
Right.
oh, here, you could do this thing that has a bunch of sexy time in it, and
Right.
like, or you could do this thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
You know?
So
I think
she's got the recognition to choose what she wants to do, and yeah.
And she has spoken out before about being like pretty uncomfortable with some of the like gratuitous like sex and sexual violence that like she was filmed on in Euphoria, and so she's probably looking for something else in her career. And I'm all for it, man.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Well, yeah, I think she's a fine actress. Okay, so that was Christy.
What else do we have?
What else do we have? We just got a few more to go, man.
The Running Man.
The Running Man, Frankenstein, Keeper, and Pluribus. Do we want to take a short break and then maybe you can tell us about Keeper? I've talked a lot here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Do that. And we're back.
And we're back.
Hope you guys enjoyed that short break.
Hell yeah. I had to check the fantasy numbers.
Get yourself some popcorn.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one's, we got, 3 more movies ago?
Yeah, 3 movies in a show.
So you're going to be sitting here for a minute.
Hell yeah. It's a nice
Steve's,
long episode to make up for last week's shorty. You know?
Well, you've been talking for the last 25 minutes, so I figured I'd give you a break here.
I appreciate you.
Last night I had the opportunity to check out the movie Keeper. This one is like the 3rd movie of the year by Osgood Perkins. This guy does not stop working, dude.
Yeah.
He does not stop working.
What else did he have?
He had The Monkey at the start of the year. Long Legs
good.
was released like a year ago.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's just been releasing movie after movie now.
Yeah. That's good. Stay busy.
Yeah.
I liked the first 2. This one looked too scary for me.
He fits into a certain group.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of his work. You know, I really was looking forward to Long Legs. I thought it looked amazing. I did not care for it as soon as...
But you liked weapons.
Yes.
See, that's...
So 2/3 of the movie for Long Legs. Amazing.
Yeah.
The last third of the movie, what the hell are we doing? The monkey.
It's the devil.
The first 2/3 of the movie. I liked it. I liked where it was going the last third. What the fuck are we doing?
Having a good time, man.
Keeper.
I'm ready. Let me have it, man.
So it stars Tatiana Maslany, who is She-Hulk.
Yeah.
It also stars Rousseff Sutherland as her boyfriend, who she's been with for a year. They're going away, going to his cabin in the mountains. He's a doctor in the city. They don't really say which city. Just, probably somewhere East Coast. Seems like that. So they get out to this cabin. He's got a cousin living in some other cabin right next door. It's the asshole cousin Darren, so... already seems like there's some sort of tension between the two leads, Tatiana and Rousseff. don't even remember their characters' names.
Okay.
Let's go to that.
There we go. Let's pull this up.
Yeah.
Liz and Malcolm.
Yeah, Liz and Malcolm. So, Malcolm being a doctor and Liz being an artist, it seems like there's some sort of, they clearly had different upbringings.
Mm-hmm.
And so it seems fine at the start, and then as soon as a cousin shows up, it becomes pretty clear that things aren't all comfortable between them. They clearly have some unresolved tension here. She talks with a friend who, jokingly insinuates that he has a wife and kids somewhere, and so that's clearly an insecurity as she just goes, fuck you, and hangs up the phone. So
excellent.
Clearly struck a nerve there. Well, when they arrive at the cabin, there's a box on the kitchen table with a big old chocolate cake in it. Think like Matilda.
Yeah.
Chocolate cake. This thing looks pretty good when you first look at it, but man, is it spooky. So the first night they're together, the cousin arrives for dinner with some like Eastern European model who doesn't really speak much English.
Excellent.
But she speaks enough English to look at the cake and then say, tastes like shit. So, as soon as Tatiana, or as soon as they're back on their own again, Malcolm sort of forces her to eat the cake. Not really like forces, but guilts her into trying some of the cake. And so she eats it, says, tastes like shit. So later at night she wakes up and goes downstairs and eats the rest of the cake. Just like some sort of like primal hunger sort of eating the rest of the cake. So following day, Malcolm's got to go back to the city. I got a patient. Mrs. Portnoy's not waking up from her medically induced coma. I got to go and save her
Dave's
life.
Mom.
Yeah, Dave Portnoy's mom. He's reviewing pizza out in the cafeteria at the hospital, so trashing all of them. So while he's gone, she sees... What does she even see? So while he's gone, you keep seeing these like visions of the past, of like these women over the last like 200 years or so. And so then the cousin arrives at the house and is like surprised that she's there. He's like, oh, well, what are you doing here? And my cousin's not here. And so she's like, yeah, no, that's all right. Do you need to be here? And so he's like, oh, I know what helps. Scotch. And she's like, yeah, go grab some glasses, and locks herself in the bathroom. And is like trying to call and leave messages. And first she forgets her phone in the basement. And then eventually gets out of the bathroom and he's gone.
Okay.
So she goes down, finds his watch in the garbage disposal. It's like a gold day date, not something you would just drop in the sink, let alone leave it in the garbage disposal. So she goes, recovers it, goes down in the basement, finds her phone, goes back upstairs, and there's like this creepy old woman with a bag over her head, sitting at the table. Just like draws a little heart with the chocolate on the box with the cake. So yeah, got themselves another cake. Okay. So Malcolm comes back and she's like, where the fuck were you? What is going on? There's people in here. I'm leaving. Yeah. And he's like, no, you can't leave. She's like, no, I'm leaving. So I don't know what the fuck happens in this thing. It falls apart. The movie just falls apart. So don't get me wrong, this is a Beautiful movie to
Seems
look
like
at.
a jumbled mess already, but
It is.
sounds like you're describing Mother. Have you ever seen Mother?
Yeah.
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 But this is not as high concept as Mother.
Okay.
This is way more just like atmospheric sort of horror. And the third act of this just falls apart. It does an Osgood Perkins trope of just like, okay, I'm going to give you all the exposition, and then we'll try to wrap this up. And so that's what he does. Malcolm comes clean and is like, I don't have a wife or kids. I'm 200 years old, 200 plus years old. I was in the woods with my cousin on our family's property here, and we found this witch like dancing by the lake. And so we shot her, and she had these kids, and these kids are the spirits that live here. And there's like some, I don't know if they have like porcelain doll face like superimposed on theirs, but there's one with the long fucking neck, and it's just weird. So he grabs her and throws her in the basement with him, and yeah, I guess they just sort of accept her as their new like keeper or caretaker sort of thing. And it's, God, this movie's such a fucking mess. It's such a mess. So he like wakes up hanging from a tree. Now he's like actually looking 200 years old. And she feeds him chocolate cake and sticks his heart, or lowers him down so his head goes into a jar of like honey. Dude, this movie's not fucking coherent. It's just not a good movie.
Okay. So it ends with the guy like getting dipped in honey?
Yeah.
Well, all right then. That was a movie that you saw.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember everything, and like that's pretty much it. Like there's creepy things that crawl around in the background, but it doesn't really do anything. You could read the end verbatim. That's it.
Oh, okay. So the cake like turns her into a creature, and then she feeds him some kind of cake thing, and then
she's not even turned into a creature. She just has black eyes.
Yeah. Oh, he gets attacked by one of the creatures.
Yeah.
And then okay, I get it. Aha. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, he gets eaten by forest spirits or something.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Great.
Again,
appreciate you.
It's a lot more just visuals. I feel like Osgood Perkins would be a great like music video director.
There's been a lot of that this year, hasn't there?
He needs someone to rein in his fucking stories.
See, I loved
Long
the monkey,
Legs.
and I loved Long Legs, dude.
The last
I love Long
act
Legs.
of each of those, trash, dude.
I disagree. I think like
as soon as Long Legs is like revealed and then dies, movie should have ended. There was no reason to go and have that like standoff at the fucking her boss's house because it's his birthday or some shit. Horrible end to that movie.
She had to.
The monkey.
They had to fulfill all of the acts.
The monkey, as soon as the twin brother reappears, horrible. Movie should have ended right there.
I loved it. I thought
I liked everyone dying in the town.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought the monkey was really fun. I thought like that third act harkened back to something like The Cable Guy, just really, like a fun like 90s horror comedy sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then Long Legs, I don't know. I enjoyed it. I
did not.
I liked it.
And I was really looking forward to it. And like the first half of the movie, I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. And then it just fucking goes off the rails.
I mean, the third act is whack. I'll give you that. But I don't know, it worked for me.
It worked for me.
Oh,
and
man.
neither did Keeper. You might enjoy
Keeper doesn't sound just from
dude.
like what you've told me and from reading through this doesn't sound like it's maybe something I would be interested in.
No.
You know?
No.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not for me.
Yeah. I should have seen Running Man.
You should have seen Running... I thought you did see Running Man.
I did not.
Oh, man. I get to talk again. Woohoo, yeah! Oh, man. So I saw The Running Man with Glenn Powell, otherwise known as the man with the runs.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was good. So The Running Man.
With the runs.
The man with the runs. Oh, yeah. Okay, so The Running Man. So I want to start off with a couple of disclaimers. First off, unlike most people are reporting and including in their reviews, The Running Man 2025 starring Glenn Powell is not a remake of The Running Man starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is a reinterpretation of the Stephen King material. It is not a remake of the
shot-for-shot
movie.
reboot.
No. It's none of the above. It's nothing like
sequel.
the original Running Man if you watch
It's a sequel to Running Man.
No. It's a reinterpretation of the original material. Yep. It's not at all related to the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
A lot of people are trying to directly compare this to the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger. They are completely different things.
Yeah.
The movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger is very different from the source material. This is a little closer to the source material, and it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't seen the original Running Man in a very long time. So
I've never seen the
foggy
original.
on that bad boy.
Never seen.
I was gonna rewatch it, and then I was like, just watching like the pre-play thing on Amazon. Was like, oh, I fucking hate this movie. This is why I never rewatched this. I don't know. I don't like the original because it's like it's the corny schlocky action movie stuff from that era, and it's not really in it for me. Like the classics, not that. That's too corny for me. But this is fine. This is fine. Fine is probably as best as it's going to get. It's not... There's a lot of John Wick in this that is not as cool as John Wick. So that stuff isn't great. And it's not even as good as... it's the one where fucking Josh Hartnett does a Bullet Train. We watched earlier.
Oh, Fight or Flight.
Fight or Flight.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Fight or Flight, and it's not as good as Bullet Train.
Okay.
So, but it's in that same genre of action movie.
Where everyone's trying to kill you.
Everybody's trying to kill you, right? Glenn Powell's whole thing is he's like too angry to die, pretty much. Like he's like a Sisu, but he's like a burnout in this dystopian world.
I don't know if I buy Glenn Powell as being the angriest man.
He actually does like a good job of doing this like brooding, angry action hero thing. But
yeah,
I don't think he can carry his own movie.
No,
I don't.
You don't think
not
Chad Powers?
Anyway, man. Not
Wes
yet.
Holiday?
Anyway. Not this kind of movie.
Yeah.
He's great in rom-coms and comedies.
Yeah.
He's a great comedic actor. He has fantastic timing. This is not. This I don't know. This doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Everybody else in this movie sucks, other than Glenn Powell, Coleman Domingo, Josh Brolin.
Ooh.
Josh Brolin may or may not have really been on set for more than a couple hours.
He's two scenes, one room, go.
He's in a lot of the movie, but a lot of this I feel like could have been shot on a green screen, and he just gets superimposed on whatever.
It was an Ice Cube and War of the Worlds.
Yes,
situation.
Yeah. A lot of times he's just a voice or a person on a screen. But it's fine. This is my second Katie O'Brien movie this podcast.
Yeah.
She's plays the woman that Christy Martin gets married to.
Okay.
Christy. She can't act. That's what I've learned
that's
from
her
these
takeaway.
two movies. Is
She can't act.
She can't act her way out of a box, dude. It's so bad. So she's pretty terrible. Lee Pace is in this as the evil colonel guy.
Okay.
And he's okay, but it's just if I didn't recognize Lee Pace, it wouldn't matter because it's so generic bad guy, anti-hero guy sort of thing.
Is he the one wearing the mask?
Yeah.
He's the one
wearing the
mask. I thought that it was going to turn out to be a clone of Glenn Powell under there.
No, it's the first Running Man.
Oh, well...
Yeah, because so... Plot of this bad boy, right? And I'm not going to go like scene by scene because honestly, I don't even remember. This thing is very frenetic. Yeah. A lot happens in this movie. Basically, Glenn Powell, he's like a ne'er-do-well, right? He lost his job and got blacklisted from all like the available jobs in this dystopian city that they're living in.
What, did he voice his opinion on Gaza?
No, something even more radical.
Oh no!
Well, he talked to a union rep, and so he's gone.
He's out.
Fucking blacklisted. Yeah. Gone, man. He talked to a union rep because his entire crew lost their like ability to procreate from radiation exposure. Except for Glenn Powell, because he does have a young daughter with who's this actress's name?
His sperm is too angry to die.
Jamie Lawson from the Marvels. She's Photon.
Never heard of her.
Yeah, well, she's the black one in the Marvels.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have a baby together. The child is sick. It's like going to die of the flu, and the only way that he can think of to get money is to go on one of these game shows. And so he's gonna go try out for a game show, and of course, because he's too angry to fucking quit or die, and he's got all this experience of like working these dangerous jobs, they're like, you're going on the Running Man. And he's like, fuck that, I don't want to go on the Running Man, everybody dies, and I have to go home to my little girl. And they're like, well, too bad, we're gonna give you all this money and you're gonna do this. And he's like, fine, I'm gonna do it. So he gets paired up in a team of 3 with Katie O'Brien, can't act, and another guy who gets killed off in like 2 seconds. And it's not even worth fucking mentioning. Because the whole thing, which later gets explained by another character, is that the team always consists of 3 archetypes. There's the final man, which is Glenn Powell in this case. Yep. There's the like... I'm not gonna survive this, so I'm just gonna like use the money that I'm collecting to buy hookers and blow until I get murdered. Who cares? Alright. And then the other one who's like a clueless fucking idiot who inevitably is like the first to die. Yeah. And in this case the guy like goes to Burger King and he's it's like or McDonald's or something. He like goes somewhere and he's like flirting with the girl and he's like, oh yeah, like there's this guy in the Running Man that looks like me and he's like super cute, right? Like and he walks outside and shot in the face. Because while they're on the Running Man, they have to survive for 30 days, and if you call in and report them, you get paid. Oh, cool. So, like, the whole world wants to fucking get you caught, They also get extra monies, like, every day. So, like, say the first day, like, I can't remember the exact amounts, but for the sake of math, the first day you get $1,000. The next day you get $2,000. The third day you get $4,000. And it doubles every day with an extra bonus like every week or whatever. You also get money if you kill the goons that they send to get after you. Oh, cool. Right? So that's like 10,000 a goon, or it's like 10,000 a goon or 100,000 a hunter.
It's a lot of gooning.
It's a lot of gooning, right? Keep goon on the run. So obviously, they start the game. Let's get the fuck out of here. Everybody splits up. It's not like they stay together.
Smart.
First thing he goes is he finds William H. Macy, who he knows is like an underground guy with like explosives and disguises and all this shit, Talks to him, gets set up with some disguises, and he's gonna like go lay low disguised. Yeah. Right? So he does that, and he's like running around and like evading these guys and, all that, and starts getting in more like actual direct confrontations and like killing goons, killing hunters, and making all this money and all this shit, and everybody's like, woo, Ben Richards, yeah, he's the man, everybody's like rooting for him. Eventually he runs into a pair of brothers who they like protect him and then like help get him out of the city and all that sort of shit. Then he runs into Michael Cera, who is like a I don't know, he like runs like an underground like printing thing, and like he's his dad like was a cop who, when the new government took over, he was resigned and decided to push a hot dog cart, and then the new police killed him, and so he's like this whole this fire burns within me thing to, like, he's like a kind of a comedic character to a point, but he's like also the moral character, and then he like helps him out and all that stuff, and like basically everybody that helps him is going to get whacked for the most part. Right. One of those movies. It's like that Austin Butler thing we saw earlier this year.
Caught Stealing?
Caught Stealing. Yeah, it's kind of like that, in a way. And eventually, like, he's killing all these dudes. He's almost at the final few days, and he gets to, like, I think it's like day 18, actually. He's like halfway through. But at this point, he's become like a whole cult phenomenon. He's killed all these dudes, and like, he takes this girl as like a kind of a hostage-ish, so he can like hide in her car, and kind of convinces her of like what's really going on and how this company's evil, and everything's fucked, and we need to destroy these guys, and these games are evil and they're rigged, and blah 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 blah. And she like then helps him, like they are like, you know what, you're gonna give us a plane and whatever, so he like gets on a plane, and then the final battle is gonna be Bullet Train because we need to fight on a moving object.
Yep.
Right. So.
And they showed this in the trailer.
Yeah.
Him like killing the pilots and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he gets in the big fight on the train. The last hunter guy is the colonel, right? And he's on the plane with him, and so they like have a conversation where comes find out like the colonel is like the first hunter, and he took a deal with them, and then Josh Brolin offers. The same deal, basically, like, we'll give you all this money and you'll be super famous and you're going to be the new Hunter 6 and da-da-da-da-da, Yeah. And he basically says, like, get fucked, and he, fights the guy, and you think, at first, that, like, the plane crashed and he died and everything's gone, and then cuts to, like, the brothers that he found. They had, like a YouTube channel or some shit that's, like, exposing things, It cuts into like a video of theirs, and they're like showing how actually he ejected, so we don't know where Ben Richards is, blah 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 blah. And then you get a final scene of like the game show is like gonna start again. The Running Man's gonna start again, the new season, and Coleman Domingo's like, everybody out there is screaming like, Ben lives, Ben lives. Coleman Domingo's like, fuck that, I'm not going out there. I know where this is going. You guys, good luck with that shit. I'm leaving. Josh Brolin, you can do this shit yourself. And Josh Brolin's like, fuck it, it's my show. I'm gonna go out there, and like immediately all hell breaks loose as soon as he gets on stage. And this whole time Ben Richards has been like, I don't know how yet, but I'm going to find a way to fuck you up. And he, walks out on stage and shoots him in the face.
Oh, cool.
And then he reunites with his family. Ta-da, win.
Does he still get paid even though he shot the guy in the face?
Oh, yeah, like he must have, because when you see prison, his... Right? Well, no, he's fine. Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, no. Well, he's still a fugitive. Yeah. Right? But his family got paid. So, like, because she's in, like, fine clothes and is at a grocery store in an upper district or whatever. Because it's like the fucking Hunger Games. Yeah. Otherwise, they're, like, savages, like... So, this is fine, dude. Like, this was fine. It's not as good as any of the other things in its category.
It reminds me a lot of The Long Walk.
Maybe. Another Stephen King property.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think... I don't know if I would I would say recommend watch this if you are, like, a huge fan of Glenn Powell. And you want to watch something in this genre?
Yeah.
Otherwise, dude, there's like Bullet Train, there's the entire John Wick franchise, there's fucking Josh Hartnett does fucking, there's Novocaine, there's fucking Josh Hartnett does Bullet Train on a plane.
Fight or Flight.
I can never remember the name of that thing. There's better movies in the genre to watch. But all in all, out of all the junk that I've seen recently, this was like at least entertaining. Like 2 hours plus, and I'm sitting here like, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, this was fine.
That's good.
And there was a lot of people at the theater.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was maybe only like 15 or 20 people in my screening.
That's a lot for you.
There was a bunch of people there was a huge line to buy tickets.
Oh,
a lot of the people I heard like in front of me were buying tickets for Now You Three Me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which we did not see.
We didn't see.
We suck, dude.
Well, no. It's because this is HollyDudes, not BollyDudes.
Dude, man. Yeah. I'm not interested in these movies. Yeah. They're not very good.
They don't do it for me, man.
No.
I don't know. Those are that's a movie that gets like chopped up and then put onto YouTube, and people will be like, "Wow, greatest movie ever." Heart.
Yeah.
It's shit.
It's junk.
It's shit.
Yeah. So,
we see highbrow movies like The Running Man or Frankenstein.
Oh, fuck Frankenstein, dude. I can't wait to talk about this thing. Okay.
Let's talk about
Running Man was fine. You should see it if you like Glen Powell. Otherwise, you can skip that. Frankenwieners.
Frankenwiener.
Yeah.
So, this one, directed by Guillermo del Toro, who... What's the last thing that he did? Was it The Shape of Water?
No,
or
he did something more recently.
He did like Pinocchio.
Yeah. What would Pinocchio maybe? I'm gonna go Pinocchio. That might be the last thing. It's the last thing I see on here. Yikes.
Yeah.
This might be the last thing. First thing since Pinocchio.
And I'd say first like big movie since Shape of Water.
Yeah.
Maybe. So this is a Netflix movie. You need to preface that by saying this is a Netflix movie.
Yes.
This movie starts out pretty hot. Mm-hmm. Like I dug the intro scene of him.
Yeah.
Like so it comes across a Dutch boat crew as they're trying to carve their way through the
just
ice
like
of
in the novel.
Svalbard,
Yep.
and make it to the North Pole. It's all in the name of exploration and great human
trade and all that. Yeah.
This is Magellan, kids. so it starts with that. There's a big explosion heard off screen. So they go over and look, and they find Oscar Isaac down and out in the
he's
cold.
like all messed up. He has a broken
he's
leg
fucked up.
and like.
Yeah, so they carry him back to the boat, bring him aboard, and they're like, "Oh shit! Like this guy's got a fake leg."
Yep.
And then what do they see but Frankenstein, this giant creature walking towards them, screaming "Victor!"
Yep.
Give him back and shit like that. So it cuts back to, well, Victor gets confronted by the captain of this boat, who's like, "Yo, you gotta tell me
after
what's
this
up."
monster kills like a whole bunch of this crew too.
Yeah, it's like
kills
12
the shit out of
people
these
at least.
guys.
He's throwing them like a
breaking their
mile,
spines, ripping their faces off,
throwing them right through the ship.
Oh yeah.
You know, he's going to town on these guys, and so the captain's like, "Yo, what's the deal? Like, what the fuck?"
Yeah.
And so Victor's like, "Well, let me tell you, when I was a little boy," and so it goes into part one, Victor's story. We get some more cool visuals, and it goes into Victor's childhood, where he's the child of a like French noblewoman and a English baron, I believe.
Something like that.
And the dad's just sort of
they were German.
A doctor who's a tyrant. No, they speak French.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, he like, the mom is affectionate towards him. The dad's just a fucking...
He's Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
It's played by the same guy who plays Tywin Lannister.
Yeah. And he acts
doing the same character.
He's just like never impressed by Victor.
Charles Dance is Charles Dance.
Yeah.
He's going to do that.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting. And so he like regularly beats Victor during these anatomy lessons, and then also beats the mother.
And they fight all the time.
Yeah.
And
so the mom is pregnant with Victor's younger brother and dies during childbirth.
Yep, which like then of course Victor's all upset about.
Rough.
Right. Eventually he like goes to university,
and this is where the movie falls off the fucking rails, because
and it's also where the story is from a different time.
It just runs into a fucking wall, man.
Yeah.
It just fucking, all the momentum that it had up until this point, it just fucking stalls, man.
Right. Right. They get way deep in the weeds of, like, the book of, procuring things and planning and,
Let's meet this character and give you their background.
Right.
But they're hiding something. It's like, I don't care.
Right.
I don't care.
The benefactor who wants to be immortal and so he's going to fund your research. Duh.
Yeah.
Right. And it... I mean, I get that this goes to the book, and maybe part of its problem is I've read Frankenstein like 15 times, most of them against my will in school, right? So I don't care for this story all that much either. But they do play around with it a little bit. Of course, all this goes through. He makes the Frankenstein monster, right? And he's like trying to care for it, I guess, but he's kind of like the same cold, shitty father that he was.
He starts showing qualities that just mirror his own father.
Yeah.
And it's not really earned. Like, it doesn't come out of any sort of frustration with the child or creature or anything like that.
No, it just all of a sudden he takes a heel.
Yeah, he just becomes a dick out of nowhere. And so this movie's, what, like 2.5 hours?
It's 2.5 hours long.
2.5 hours, but they just sort of jump from... Okay, Victor's someone that you should feel like sorry for. He had a bad upbringing to suddenly, all right, now he's a dick.
Yeah, now he's just a dickhead, and he's like shitty to the creature.
Yeah,
he starts like courting his fucking brother-in-law's bride to be.
No, his brother's bride to be.
Yeah, brother's bride to be, played by Mia Goth, who does nothing in this fucking movie, dude.
Dude, she's so bad. Why do they keep putting her in fucking movies?
People like her, and I think she has great acting capabilities,
her.
but there's nothing in this movie for her to do. She's got like a half a dozen lines. She doesn't really do anything. She interacts with the creature.
She has no eyebrows.
She's mad that Victor is shitty to the creature. Yeah. Like, that's the length of her arc, because now the creature has to, care about her in some capacity.
But for some reason, he just does.
Yeah.
Like, she says Elizabeth once, and he's like, Elizabeth, falls in love with her.
Right. Lab blows up.
Yeah.
Which mangles fucking Oscar Isaac's leg. That's how he gets the fake leg.
Yeah.
Now the creature, I guess, wreaks havoc.
So, yeah, it cuts to being back on the ship, where the captain, hears a bunch of his guys outside. He's like, alright, cool story, Victor. Let me check this out real quick. And, opens the door and the creature's on the boat.
Yeah.
Oh, no! Yeah, and so the monster, walks up and is like, oh, he told you his side? Well, let me tell you my side. And so it's like...
Now we get the same
cut to after
story
the explosion,
again.
And it's like, oh my god, we have an hour left.
Yes.
An hour is left in this movie, and I'm like, dude, they could have ended it. They could have fucking ended it. So,
which it's never really explained well. He went from a drooling idiot to there's an explosion, and now he's conscious and has thoughts.
So he survives the explosion. He walks a couple miles to find a farmhouse with a blind old man and a family there, and the blind old man is teaching the grandchild how to read, and knows that the monster is hiding. Literally, there's a hole in the wall about the size of a lemon.
Yeah.
That the monster's just sticking his fucking eye into. How no one else notices that this 7-foot tall being...
They're moronic peasants.
Yeah.
They know nothing.
Well, they should fear...
They're the French peasantry.
Yeah.
We expect.
Yeah. So he's helping out around the farm by building a pen for the sheep
he builds
that they have,
structures for them overnight, and then they leave him
the
gifts.
Spirit of the forest.
Yes.
Leave him a pair of pants 32 long, please. So he fucking
family leaves
because they're like, hey, we gotta go hunt these wolves that killed our sheep.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be back in 3 what how long was it? It was
like
a couple months.
Couple months or something. I don't know.
So they come back.
And the old man's like, I'm going to stay here. Yeah. I'm sitting here.
He stays here, and the old man's like, Monster, you can come out now. I know you're here. Like, you've been living in the cogs of that old barn that I got literally on the other side of this bare, hollow fucking wall.
Right.
And so they get to talking and becoming friends. Skip.
Time skip.
He's like, hey, you got to go find your maker. You got to go find Victor.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to make something for you. He owes you something, and so that's what he does.
No, because first, then the old man he tells him, you're gonna go find Victor, right? But then doesn't the old man get eaten by the fucking wolves?
That's after he comes in.
Okay.
Yeah, we're skipping too far here.
Oh, there's so many skips in this fucking thing.
So the monster goes back to the exploded fucking castle that Frankenstein was just sort of running his experiments in, and finds a letter with Frankenstein's brother's new address, and is like, oh, I know how to get there. So how the fuck he somehow ends up getting to this place just in time for the brother to be getting married to Elizabeth. Shows up, breaks into the room where Victor's at. Victor's like, I know you're here. Like, come out of the shadows and face me. Mm-hmm. And so Frankenstein, the monster, is like, hey, could you make me a wife?
Yeah.
Like, I'm bored. I'm horny. Give me something to stick it in. So Frankenstein's like, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Yeah, the sheep are all dead from the fucking wolves. So Victor's like, I'm not doing that. I regret you. You're an abomination. And so they fight. What happens? Everyone hears it because Victor's just
Elizabeth
getting thrown around.
Runs in to kind of break it up.
Yeah.
And then men with guns run in and they shoot at.
No, Victor shoots at the monster, even though he's not even really fucking aiming at her. He just shoots Elizabeth.
Yeah.
And so the monster carries her into a fucking cave, which I guess is right on the property. Mm-hmm. And they die, or she dies in his arms, and it's all
Victor shows up and they have a dramatic little tiff.
Yeah.
And then
you met her twice. So the monster's like, okay, well, if I can't have a bride or someone, then I'm just gonna die. Yeah. Find a way for me to die. And he's like, no. He's like, okay, fine. Then from this day forward, I'm your master, and I'm gonna keep trying to find ways to kill myself. Mm-hmm. And so then he gets back to the cabin. And, he
doesn't. It doesn't matter. He gets back to the cabin. The fucking wolves are there.
Old man has been eaten by the wolves.
Yep.
He comes in, kills all the wolves, and then the family arrives back from their trip. At the same time.
Oh my god, it's a monster! Yeah. So they shoot him.
He killed Grandpa.
Yep.
They all shoot him. He doesn't die.
But they just leave him in the snow. They don't do anything with the body.
Right at the gate of their house.
Right at the gate, and then I guess they leave, and he's covered in snow, and he wakes up, and walks away, and then, ta-da, here we are. He's hunting down fucking Frankenstein on a boat somehow, some way, somehow found their, and he's, following Frankenstein and harassing him, and,
blowing shit up.
Grabs a stick of dynamite, tries to blow himself up, which then leads us to our inciting scene of them finding Frankenstein. And now we're back on the boat.
And the captain's like, well, I heard both of your stories.
I heard both of your stories. That's it. I've listened to this
Please
crap.
Get the fuck off of my boat.
Right. We have places to be, guys.
He's like, yeah, you owe it to this monster here. You owe it to him. Go do the right thing. And by the way, I'm gonna do the right thing and turn my ass around and go back to being Dutch.
Yep. And then Victor dies, and and Frankenstein walks off and sees the sun rise. Ta-da!
There you go. There's 2.5 hours, man. That shit.
Oh, fucking who cares?
So, visually, there were like 3 shots, and I'm like, wow, that's cool. The rest of the movie, I mean, looks like a fucking PS2 game.
Yeah.
I mean, this was Netflix. What the fuck?
And we're late to the party on this, right? This has
like
been out
week.
for a bit, and there's a lot of everybody was hyping this up as ooh, it's sexy Frankenstein, it's Jacob Elordi as Frankenstein, and I'm watching this and I'm like, I mean, sure, whatever, you got Jacob Elordi, so weird, creepy women are gonna be into this,
Creepy women were into Count Orlok and
women are gross, dude. Women are
man.
reading books about minotaurs and milking farms and all that shit. Women are gross. They're gonna be into this. But I'm watching this and I'm like, dude, this isn't even exciting. This is nothing.
There's nothing new.
This is nothing compared to Rory Kinnear in Penny Dreadful is a much better Frankenstein's monster. And a better, if you want to retell the story a little bit, that's a better retelling. This sucked.
Yeah.
This sucked. This was 2.5 hours I'm never going to get back.
That's the whole thing. The whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, what was the point of any of this? Could have been,
this is
half the length. It could have been twice as, cut out all the shit. None of this is necessary.
For people playing on their phones.
Just pause the movie and look at your phone.
It's fucking people
pause the
playing
movie,
on their
look at your
phones.
phone. This was like a Joker fully ado situation where I should have let that guy just stay on his phone. There was a guy in front of us. If you haven't heard the story yet, we went to see Joker fully ado last year, and guy in front of us midway through the movie pulls out his phone and is scrolling through Instagram or shit. So I tell him, I'm like, put your phone away.
You had to tell him a few times.
Put your phone away. And he's
thing.
like, okay. And pulls the phone back out and just keeps fucking playing. I'm like, dude, put your fucking phone away. He's like, I'm putting it away. And then we had to sit through the rest of the movie, and I'm like, I should let
him play on his phone. This movie sucked.
The movie was horrible.
Oh, man.
But you should be on your phone.
No,
this Netflix movie.
This is content made to be scrolling
dude.
on your phone.
This is
the background.
Ass.
Guillermo Netflix hasn't done shit in a while that was any good.
No. What's the last good Netflix property?
A lot of people would say Stranger Things, but I don't like Stranger Things.
Stranger Things sucks. The first season I liked. After that, god awful. Fuck. I think you should leave.
Yeah, I guess.
That's it.
I guess. What about Red Notice, the biggest movie in the world?
What the fuck is Red Notice?
It was the thing with Gal Gadot and Ryan Reynolds and The Rock.
Those are 3 people I am not tuning into, man.
Yeah.
Shit. What's Electric State?
Oh, God. Dude, that movie sucked.
At least that movie was good looking.
They spent hundreds of millions of dollars. So
I can't imagine what they spent on Frankenstein. At least that had fucking more than 3 good shots.
This was bad.
This was really bad, dude. I don't get why people are fucking praising it.
Sexy.
Oscar Isaac has never
because women
been...
are gross, dude. Sexy Frankenstein. Because women are gross.
Oscar Isaac.
That's why.
Dude, I expected more. I expected more out of you.
I didn't. The only good thing Oscar Isaac has ever done is Inside Llewellyn Davis.
Really? You didn't like him in Annihilation? He was good. Ex Machina
sucks, dude.
Ex Machina, he's basically Frankenstein, man.
Yeah, but he still sucks.
But he's good in that role.
The character's cool.
I liked him in Ex Machina.
I don't like Oscar Isaac.
You know what? Instead of watching
Llewellyn
Frankenstein,
Davis is one of my favorites, and that's great. But other than that, it's just not.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Instead of watching Frankenstein, watch Ex Machina.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would second that.
You
Ex
at least
Machina,
get to see some tits.
robot tits, but it's
still
fine.
tits.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I was like thinking, oh, this is sexy Frankenstein. And we're gonna like
see nothing.
There's nothing in this, dude.
There's
this is
the like extent of the horror is just
when he fucking freehand skins that wolf was pretty horrifying. I didn't like that.
Yeah. But again, none of it felt like, oh, I should be afraid. Like, I would be afraid.
Right. None of this was scary. It was all stupid.
You're waiting for something to happen.
Right.
It just doesn't fucking put its foot on the gas at all, man.
No.
This thing coasts for 2.5 hours after, like, okay,
would you rather watch
cool intro.
Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein or I, Frankenstein?
I haven't seen I, Frankenstein. How long is it?
I will find out.
What's the runtime on that?
An hour and a half.
I, Frankenstein.
I, Frankenstein.
I, Frankenstein.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So don't watch this.
No.
I mean, if you're
Don't
probably
waste your time, dude.
if you're on Netflix and you're putting this on, you're probably scrolling on your phone anyway because it's gonna be boring as fuck. This is a good Netflix and chill with the hot goth girl.
Stops paying attention to you halfway through because you got Jacob Elordi on the screen.
Whatever.
Fuck
man.
it.
It'll be fun
Fuck
first
it.
half. We'll be spent napping by then anyway. Oh man. How about good streaming? That we saw so far.
I've seen some good streaming.
Yeah. Pluribus, Apple TV. So, and guys, I promise, we're almost at the end of this. Pluribus, Apple TV. So we have both seen the first couple of episodes. I've seen the first 3. You've seen the first 2.
Yes.
So we won't go into like spoilers for episode 3 on this. But Pluribus is on Apple TV, streaming right now. It stars
Ray Seahorn.
Ray Seahorn, yeah, who I don't know or recognize from anything.
She's from Better Call Saul. Another
I didn't get very far into that
property. I haven't seen it. No. I watched the first 2 episodes of Breaking Bad, and then I tune out.
Fair enough.
I just never pick it back up. Fair enough. It just sort of happens.
Breaking Bad completely loses steam halfway through the series anyway, and then picks it back up in the final season.
Okay.
So, Pluribus is fine. I don't recognize anyone that comes on my screen, but that's okay.
That's all right.
So this is what if the world contracted single-minded happiness,
a hive mind,
a hive mind, and everybody was positive and worked together and everything was fine, but there was one angry bitch who just didn't want to fucking get with the program. So Ray Seahorn is Carol, and she is a women's lit
romance
writer. Yeah she's a women's lit writer, and she
hates her audience.
Everything.
Hates the general public. She's just her
manager
slash
partner is played by Miriam Shore, and basically there's a little bit going on before you're really introduced to them that these people at the space satellites are oh hey, we're getting this weird message, and they're trying to figure out what it is, and then they figure out, aha, we think this is maybe some kind of genetic code. So they start working on it in the lab, and it
takes a year and a half.
Oh yeah, this takes a while. They're testing, and one night they're gonna go gas these test rats. One rat is already dead, and they're like, huh, what the fuck? And they pull it out. Turns out it's not dead, and it bites one of them, and now
then runs away.
It runs away, and then the one that gets bit starts kissing everybody else to pass the virus on to them. Now they're all a hive mind, so they all work together, and they quickly start spreading this virus everywhere. And then one night, all of a sudden, everybody starts freaking out. They're all basically seizing almost.
Yeah, it was really cool the way that so you're watching it. There, Carol and Helen, her partner, are standing outside, smoking outside this bar, and just goes quiet.
Yeah.
Goes quiet, and then a car crashes, and like the driver is like just seizing out, and she's like, "Someone call 911!" and turns around, and Helen's on the ground just fucking seizing out after dropping her phone, and so she's like, "Oh fuck!" Runs into the bar. Everyone's doing it. So like this scene is chaos. Love it.
Yep.
Love it. Love
Carol's
this first
freaking
episode.
out.
Oh yeah. Because the whole world except for her basically is just fucking comatose.
Right.
So. Yeah.
So she tries to like rush Helen to a hospital and all this, and of course everybody at the hospital's like that, the doctor's like that, and then all of a sudden, baby, everybody comes back to normal except for Helen.
Yeah.
She's dead. Surprise! All of a sudden, somehow, some way. I never really understood that either. Like, why is she dead and everybody else was fine? Maybe they'll explain that eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of a sudden everybody's like a hive mind, and Carol's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Freaks out and goes home, and like, I think that's probably where we kind of leave this for like events, because I don't want to spoil too much.
Yes,
that's kind of the end.
This is
of
the first
1.
episode, the pilot. To me, I'm sold.
Like she goes home, everyone's a hive mind. They're talking to her on the TV.
Yep.
The episode's over pretty much. Like that's So what is she gonna do now?
What the hell is going on?
So far, okay, I find this reasonably entertaining and intriguing. However, my theory on this show is that in the current drought of like solid entertainment that we're in, pretty much all fucking year, somebody in a boardroom was saying, okay, we need a prestige television show for this season. What do we got? And somebody went down their list for their presentation, and the board member said, that sounds stupid, what else do we have? And they frantically went, I've got this thing, it's called Pluribus, sure, whatever, man. You know what? I'm sick of hearing this. Sign it up, put it in the slot. Next.
This, to me, so episode 1 hits, and I'm like, bro, love it. Episode 2, by the end, I'm like, this feels to me like something that would have aired on Fox about 15 to 20 years ago.
Yep.
And it would have had like an audience for the first episode, and then after that, nothing.
Yep, and canceled after 1 season.
Yeah.
Yeah. That, or like, do you remember right before streaming, there were several different like prestige channels. So you had like HBO,
Showtime, Stars,
Max. This feels like something that was maybe on like Max.
This is a Stars.
This played after Banshee. This is it's
so it's in the 10:30 time slot.
Yes. This is the 10 o'clock after the other 2 big things of the week came out.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm curious to see where this goes going forward. I have a strong feeling that I won't be watching by the end of the season.
I feel the same way. But
I'm a farther episode, an episode farther than you, and I can tell you that the trajectory that you are feeling now,
it only gets worse.
It just, like, I don't think anything really happens in 3.
Watch the first episode, everyone. Watch the first episode. Yeah. It's great.
The first episode sets up a cool
really
premise.
Good. The second episode was just frustrating to me.
And then nothing happens in the 3rd.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Pluribus. Yeah. Woohoo. Something's on TV.
Doing it.
If you're not into football, I guess there's this thing. Actually, this thing premieres on Fridays, so it's a good like send into the weekend.
Yeah.
Even if you are a football watcher, and you're not like watching Friday night college football, which
who watches that?
Not me anyway. I don't know. But again, my struggle with college football is like there's only a handful of like competent quarterbacks. Yeah. So if you're not watching,
and they're
one
playing
of them,
against teams with like. All right, this guy can't write a full sentence.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, football is football, and I'll take it. And the Bears won. The Bears won. Bear down, baby.
I'm tired of them giving me these heart attacks each week.
It wouldn't be a Bears game if what? I wish we would have scored 21. I wish we would have kept that streak alive, but still impressive to have scored 21 points through week 11?
Week 10?
I don't know. This is 11.
Let me check.
Then it's going to be 12, and we're both going to be wrong.
Yeah.
But, either way,
this year is flying by.
Let's fucking go, Bears. That's sick. What else you got?
Did I talk about Chad Powers last time I was here?
I don't
Chad
think you
Powers.
had finished it.
I finished Chad Powers.
Oh, hell yeah.
What a great show, man.
Dude.
What a great show.
Chad Powers is fucking awesome.
We gotta see a season 2.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how it
2.
hasn't already been released.
Yeah.
You know?
It's perfectly set up for another season, but now, like, with the way that shit was going down in the last 2 episodes, I'm like, oh my god. I don't think I've seen a show do it like this, to where all the setup starts paying off in a way that just leaves you fucking, like, panicked.
Yeah.
You know, not in a 30-minute episode.
You know?
And then the intros. The intros on each episode are so funny. Are you a bug person? Are you a bug person?
It's so good, man. So good. Okay, so one thing I want to talk about with Chad Powers with you is the ending. So everyone I have talked to likes this show. However, the ending has been a little bit controversial for folks I've talked to that have seen this show.
A lot of people I've seen are saying that this felt like the penultimate episode and not the finale. And that the finale should have been after. I'm not on that boat.
No.
I feel like this was the perfect ending for the season.
If you don't know that you're getting renewed,
Yeah.
this is the perfect ending.
Yes.
Because you can either this leaves the door open to,
Yeah.
you know, carry on, right? Or this is a fine little button-up because I don't really need to see him, like... I think if you watch him, like, play that game and they win, now
you don't need that.
You know?
You don't need
I don't need that.
It's like Inception, the ending of Inception, where people are like, oh, it's open-ended. It's like, it's not, though. Like, the fact that it's spoilers for a movie that came out 14 years ago.
Right.
Or, what, 17 years ago?
A million years ago.
When the fuck Inception came out. But the whole point of that is, like, he doesn't stick around to wait to see whether or not he's in a dream. Like, he walks away. He accepts where he's at, and he's moving forward with that. Like, he accepts that this is his reality.
Right.
Just like at the end of Chad Powers, like, he accepts that this is what he's doing with his life right now, and this is where they're going forward with it, and, like,
And the scene between...
Without spoiling anything, because all the episodes are only 30 minutes long, so check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
If you have time to watch us, you have time to watch Chad Powers.
Absolutely. I felt like the final interaction between him and assistant coach was, to me, it was perfect, because you're watching the episode and you're watching... There is a psychological thing happening throughout this episode where it's the tilt of him trying to balance Chad and Russ, right? And he tries to say, no, I'm just going to be Chad, and fails. And then he says, well, no, I'm going to be Russ. And then he's like, no, I'm going to be Chad. I can do this. I have to be Chad. But you're not. You are always going to be both of these people. Right. You know, like, you are, no matter what you do, you're not going to be, like, you can't just not be Russ Holiday.
Right.
And so the way that he kind of, there's the turn of character in that final conversation, some people were like, well, why did he do that? Well, because that's what Russ would do.
Right.
You're still Russ, no matter what, you know? So... I loved it. I thought this is the best thing I've seen on television all year.
Great show, dude.
So, you know,
I thought I was going to be annoyed with some of the characters they introduced, and I'm like, dude, I love this.
Dude,
this is hilarious.
The fucking back and forth between what's the sidekick's name?
Oh shit. The mascot.
Yeah, the mascot. What's the mascot's name? Why isn't it showing me this? Oh, Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Yeah, between the back and forth. One of my favorite
Hilarious.
little like in bits of these episodes is the moments you get between Danny and Sasha.
Yeah.
And that's fucking hilarious. Like, you fucking bitch, I will cut you. You know, just fucking going back and forth like just
He's beefing with the cheerleader.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny. So funny. I love this show. But yeah, that's the best thing on TV. That's on Hulu. So if you need to kill 3 hours, because that's all it takes to watch the entirety of Chad Powers, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Watch that instead of Frankenstein.
I mean, really, like
it'll get your heart racing more.
What did we see this week that you would say is worth watching over Chad Powers?
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Over Chad Powers.
Yeah, Chad Powers, man.
Yeah.
Like, sorry we wasted your time for an episode.
Yeah.
You should watch Chad Powers. But yeah, man. I love Chad. I hope we get a season 2, 3, 4, 5.
God, I hope so.
That'd be cool.
I hope so.
They have a plan for up to 3 seasons. So, we'll see.
Yeah, keep it at that.
And that's fine because eventually, like they explained in the interview where they were talking about this, that eventually his eligibility runs up. So
right.
Chad Powers is not going to the NFL. You know, you would have to make the switch back to Russ to do that. And that's, you know, at that point, you've, you know, dug yourself in a hole.
He'd also be like 35 trying to enter the NFL.
Right.
Might be an issue, so.
Might be an issue, maybe. But maybe he gets his XFL career back. Who knows?
Yeah.
And he marries Hawk to a girl.
Not after that boy died.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, there is that.
Yeah.
There is that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I didn't see anything else.
That's it.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Oh, one thing I did want to mention. Did you see the release for Steam's new hardware?
Yeah.
That now we're...
It's interesting.
It's interesting that you would decide to create a console when the console wars are literally over. PlayStation.
They've been over
the console, like it's like a Pyrrhic victory too in the console wars because it's like congratulations, you won a battle that was going to lose to time regardless.
Yeah. Both of you are losing this right now, but here you go, big winner.
I would be curious to see the results of the Steam product launch. I'd be curious to see if this like sells because you know
we'll see if
I didn't see
released,
numbers
man.
for it yet either.
I don't.
You know? What do you want for this? It's not cheap.
Right.
Nobody has any money.
I feel
otherwise they'd buy a PlayStation. You know.
They are marketing this all wrong. I think they're trying to market it towards like people who would build PCs already, and if you would build a PC, why the fuck are you gonna buy a console?
If you're on Steam, don't you already have a PC? Yeah. Like, why would you buy this console?
If you could spec this thing any way you want, why would you? Why would you pay for this? Why would you not just build it yourself?
Right.
So that's to me is the odd bit.
You know, the only thing like the headset and the controller sounded good. Like, okay, make a good controller that you could use on Steam with any any game, whatever. Great. You know, an integrated controller, perfect. That sounds great. A headset, so you could play all the VR directly related to your Steam content with all of its cool features and shit.
Doesn't PlayStation already have VR though?
PlayStation, they have. Yeah. Well, don't they have Oculus and all that shit too? Yeah. You know, so great. But the console thing doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's why, like, people play Steam because they don't want to buy a console. What are you doing? You know?
This... Yeah. That's why we'll need to see prices.
Yep.
I'm thinking this thing's going to be like $1,000.
All together to get all the shit.
At least $1,000.
Oh, yeah. I think the Steam box thing itself is going to be $7.99.
Yeah.
You know.
Which means it would need to outperform a $799 PC. And
I'm not getting rid of this to get that.
Yeah.
Right? You know?
Yeah.
Like, I can not only play all those Steam games, but I can do this.
You could do this.
You know?
Yeah.
So...
the moment we start producing a podcast on an Xbox,
Jesus. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
You know? But yeah, I think this is like the wrong time. You know? Like if they wanted to get in this fight 10
This
years
would have
ago.
been 15 years back when like you should have been doing this when like the
you launched
Xbox
this to
One
compete
was
with the
out.
4.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
PS4, Xbox One,
Right.
that era. Because
Right.
both of
And
them
then
were
by
struggling
now,
with identity.
It's between you and Sony.
Yeah.
Because this would kill an Xbox. Like, this is nothing. Like, from what I see out of this thing, like, why the fuck would you buy an Xbox that requires you to, like, download games that you don't get to keep anyway with only that catalog?
Right.
Or you could do this thing. So this would destroy the Xbox and blow that fucking thing out the water. Right. But I can't get, like, I don't own the game. I don't have hardware, like, not owning games. The Switch 2, I had no idea that, like, if you buy a Switch 2, like, you don't own those games.
Yeah.
You can't buy, like, hard games for it.
Right.
What are we doing?
Welcome to the age of
pay more and own
subscriptions, dude.
nothing.
Welcome to the age of subscriptions. Everything is a subscription now.
Everything is
Everything.
It's insane,
It's
man.
horrible. It was fine when it first started, and it's like, oh yeah, like Netflix when that first started streaming, and you're like, I have this whole library that I could stream for like $7.99.
Now the libraries are smaller. And
the
it's
libraries
more money.
are horribly mismanaged based on size, availability, date, quality. I mean, most of these things are still streaming like 1080p.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's got 4K TVs. They've had them for the last 10 years. Why is 1080 the standard?
Right.
Why?
No idea. I don't know, man.
Pay more, get less.
Pay more, get less. That's it. Yeah.
Speaking of which, we are switching to OnlyFans as our new platform. So,
and the podcast will be
there.
15 minutes every 2 months.
Yes. Yep. But I'll take my shirt off on that one. So
Hell yeah.
More to tune in for. When we took our break a couple months ago for summer, I was going to come back and make a joke that we were at the Riyadh Comedy Festival.
Oh my god.
That we had gotten paid for that.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I'll take Saudi money. Sure,
Yeah.
why not?
Fuck it.
You know? Well, you spies out there
All
listening to this
expenses?
podcast.
We will shill any product.
Right. I'm a broke American. You can I'll do whatever you need. Let me know.
Integrity?
Yeah.
No, never heard of that.
No idea.
Never heard of that.
Ethics? Psh, yeah.
Listen to the sound of cold hard cash.
Exactly. Yeah, man. Well, we've talked for a while on this one.
Yeah.
This has been a long
we
episode.
covered a lot.
Hell yeah. Next week and the following week. It's like
What comes
kids
out
movies.
next week?
Wicked.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to the Bears game next week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we'll be off next week.
Fuck the Steelers.
Fuck the Steelers.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
Hope he broke his pinky today.
Oh my god.
Oh
my god. Yeah. But so yeah, we'll be back in a couple of weeks. That'll be probably like going into December. It'll be like the first weekend in December. Yeah.
Crazy,
right?
Crazy.
Which going into the first week of December, we'll have to start thinking about
wrapping up the year
too.
Yeah.
Plan that out. That might be probably not the next episode, but maybe even the following episode.
How many movies have we seen this year?
A lot.
Dude, it's at least 50.
A lot. Probably going to have to
50.
rewatch all the episodes in
Oh
between
my
now
God.
and then to keep it all together.
Yeah. Well, because I was looking through, I'm on AMC's A-list, and so I'm able to see the movies that I've seen this year, and I was counting through, and I'm like, I saw like 30 by the end of July, and and half the movies that I watched early in this year were at another theater.
Right.
Like, so, what the fuck?
It's a lot of movies.
Damn, I spent a lot of time at the movies.
Right. We watched a lot of movies.
Yeah, that tier list is going to be fat.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be fat, man. It's gonna be a long
fat.
episode. It's gonna be like a 4-hour special.
Of an intermission.
Hell yeah. Oh, that'll be fun, man. That'll be fun. Looking forward to that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool, man. That's pretty much all I got.
I'm tapped.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I got a loaded baked potato soup to eat. Super excited for that. And to see how awesome I'm destroying in fantasy right now. It's pretty epic. It looked dark there for a moment, folks, but Josh Allen for the win, man.
He always comes out on top.
Sometimes, hopefully. It's been rough lately. I think I lost the last 4 in a row prior to this, so yeah, not too great.
Feels good to win one.
Well, I'm playing poor Jackie from the last episode.
Oh, that's why she's not here?
Yeah.
You guys aren't on speaking terms anymore?
So we'll see. But this was a lot of fun, man. Thank you for watching. If you're still here at probably what's close to the 2-hour mark in quite a long episode, thank you very much for watching. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscribe to HollyDudes for more stuff. I've been Steve.
I'm Tim.
We'll catch you on the next one.